Hi guys, Mike here with PhD, and normally I got Ian, our OP guy, here with me, but today, all the way from the wonderful sunny skies of Seattle, I got Charles Agel from Privateer Press. Hi Charles.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. So you work at Privateer Press, and they've recently made a small announcement.
Yes, so I'm in charge of retail support and distribution services.
Talking's hard.
At Privateer Press. And we've recently announced Mark III.
Mark III.
Yeah, the new edition. Coming in June 29th for retailers.
Yeah. Very good. That's awesome. That's super exciting. You brought some toys to leave me, right?
I didn't bring toys to leave you, but I definitely brought toys to show off to our retailers. Because I figured you guys want to see some of this stuff, and it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So the things I've seen online so far and heard about is let's just show them, right?
I think we should show them. Let's show them the battle box. They haven't seen it yet.
So which one do you want to do first?
Let's do Troll Bloods.
Troll Bloods?
Troll Bloods.
Troll Bloods, baby. So, nice big, thick box, right? Cool.
Yeah,
you wanna?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll be Vanna White. You can do all the talking and stuff, and I'll just be all pretty over here.
So we wanted to make sure that when a new player picked up the box, that it was a self-contained experience and that everything they need would be in the box. So a reason for the depth is, one, it looks good on your shelves, but two, we also wanted to make sure that once a new player assembles their models, they actually have a place to store it, and the box gives ample room for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. You could easily fit, Uncle Maul or any other heavy war beast standing up in this box, no problem.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. And it's not just like the flimsy battle boxes that there were before. It's actually like a two-part clamshell box, and it seems pretty sturdy. I don't feel this really given away.
No, it's very much more like, think of it as a board game box almost. It's the telescoping box, it's the reinforced corners, the reinforced cover. Like, it is a thick, chunky box. Like this you will have for years. Yeah,
this will definitely give you, until you upgrade to like
until you can get
your
case.
Until you get a case or something. This will definitely do for the guy who needs to start out, get their feet wet. Yep. And, that's kind of from my perspective anyways, seems to be the focus on this product is new customer acquisition.
Yeah.
And ease into the hobby.
So the battle boxes, the chief and primary goal when we came up with it was we really wanted to make sure with this edition that it was approachable by all players. Be them a 12-year-old who's never experienced a miniature war game or a 40-year-old veteran of the field. So we wanted to make sure that a player can walk into a store, pick this off your shelf, take it home, and learn how to play from this box. And again, with the size of the box, it can run you through a journeyman league, right? Like, you can get all of the models you need into it during the fun
times.
The
battle boxes have always historically been that step into more hobbying. It's how to get your feet wet. So
yeah, they're very much a self-contained experience, right? Like, we don't want people to feel that you have to go out and spend $800 to get everything you could ever possibly need for this.
Yeah.
This should be the sort of thing where me and a buddy can walk into a store, we can each pick a battle box, and we can play them against each other. We can play them against other battle boxes, and we can have a great time doing it. We can get a feel for the game and the hobby.
Yeah, well, that's what I used to own a shop, and we centered around Warmachine, and that was the greatest thing. Is you could always just had a couple friends come in, they could split money or something on like the old two-player battle boxes or battle box, and just open them up, put them together right there, and play a game, and they could use that battle box forever or for a long time, anyways. And this is perfect. And back to the veterans, right? So I am a very old Warmachine player. I've been doing this for a long time. Troll Bloods is my army, and like as a veteran, this little guy in the box, that Warlock, is totally brand new, never before released. And it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's really
each
cool.
of the battle boxes got a brand new Warcaster themed for them. And again, the battle boxes are meant to be played against each other. They're balanced to be played against each other. But for the time being, these Warlocks and Warcasters will be available exclusively in the new battle boxes.
So the only place you'll be able to get them is in the battle box themselves.
For the immediate future.
Sure.
At some point in time, we will release them available separately, but not anytime soon.
No, it's good. It's good. And what's the price point on the battle boxes?
The MSRP for the new battle box, it's super good. $39.99.
Yeah, $10 cheaper.
And you get more stuff. You want to look at the stuff?
The stuff
Let's look
inside
at
the
the
box?
stuff. Let's look at
There's
the stuff.
stuff in here?
Oh, there's stuff.
Yeah.
There's no rulebook though, no cards, so you can't spoil that. But we can look at all the other stuff.
Why are you here?
To show you the new caster.
Yeah, that's good. So the cool thing, it's familiar. So you have the old battle box was an impaler, two impalers, an axer, Madrick. Now you got an impaler, an axer, a bouncer, which is one of my favorite models. I hope he's a lot better going forward. He was good before, but I want to see him on the table a lot. It's such a cool model, and this makes me excited. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's do it. Right out of the bait. So we got. Can we just dump it?
Just dump it.
There's
a little berry in there.
There's a what?
The barrier.
Oh, yeah, the barrier. That's good. That's good to protect all your models in the packaging here. So first thing that I saw on top was it comes with tokens. Are these just focus tokens, or are they...
So each of the war box, both Warmachine and Hordes, comes with sub-tokens. It's important to remember that these battle boxes are our first shots, so things may differ a little bit once we get the final product out, but these are the concepts of it. So each of the battle boxes will come with a set of focus or fury, depending on which it is.
Sure.
A couple upkeep tokens, a couple animated tokens, a couple spell tokens. So everything, again, a new player needs once they pick up the battle box to start playing. Now, it's not going to be enough for a full faction. It's not going to be enough to go out and play a 200-point game right away, but it is perfect for the starter set, for the battle box games, for the journeyman. Somebody, again, just starting out and trying to figure it out.
Sure, it's the new player acquisition kind of
100%.
Yeah.
And it's a tool, again, to help them understand so that they don't get lost, right?
Yeah.
We want to make this as easy for a new player to pick up as possible.
No, that's good. That's a good thing to have in there, because otherwise you're going to be scrounging around for dice or pieces of paper or something like that. So it's good. It's another piece of the puzzle for a brand new customer.
Well, it's really good too for retailers, right? For retailers who want to run demos in their store. You don't have to look around for pennies. You don't have to look around for something around.
Yeah.
In the battle boxes, we have those tokens for you, so you don't have to worry about trying to scrounge supplies to give that Warmachine experience to your new player.
Yeah, very good. And are these all three of the war beasts?
So those are all three of the war beasts.
I like the color.
Yeah, so I'm excited about.
I like that smile. I like it. Tell me about the color.
So again, going back to the idea that the battle boxes are for new players, for new acquisition, we wanted to make sure that if two friends, again, who have no experiences with miniature wargaming, go into the store and pick these up, that they have a way to tell them apart, right? If you don't know the difference between a dragon spawn or a troll blood, it's kind of difficult, and we wanted to make sure that when you set them up on the table, you know the teal ones are troll bloods, the blue ones are Signar. And so it's a really exciting thing to be able to have shot the traditional plastic we get just in a different color.
Yeah. Well, it's always better as a retailer to have, customers with their miniatures on the table that are painted.
Yep, absolutely.
Or not just bare metal. Now they can be bare, but they'll be different colors. So just having people on your table playing brand new stuff it's looking much better out of the gate. So it's really good.
Yeah, we're really excited to be able to do it. And again, every faction gets its own color, so it's kind of fun, seeing the different factions lined up against each other.
Oh yeah. That went together really easy.
Right?
Yeah.
Again,
they're cleaned.
New player factors.
Yeah, and they're cleaned really well. They're very, very clean. And I like the new plastic.
It's the same plastic.
Is it the same plastic?
Yep, it's the same plastic.
It feels a little different to me. Maybe.
Well, it's colored.
Maybe it's just.
You feel the teal. It's seeping into you.
You feel the teal. Hashtag feel the teal. That's good. So this is awesome, man. I really like the colors. I like having that. Yep. Again, you just get people further into the hobby by just bypassing that simple step.
Yeah, we want to make it, again, as easy as possible for players to play the game, because we want you to play the game, right? Warmachine and Hordes is an experience. The tabletop game is that experience.
Sure.
We don't want to, have people get bogged down on assembly or get bogged down on, what they need to play right away. Like, this is everything you need.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. Now, this guy.
You can't keep him. I'm taking it home with me.
I'm a big guy, but I'm pretty agile. I can run. I can get out of here. I'll get him. So what's this guy's name?
It's on the back of the box.
Is it the back of the box? Is it on the back of the box?
I'm sorry. So we've been playtesting the game for 3 years now. So during playtest, it's things like Heavy Troll Warlock or Rune Bear Warlock. So
Egg Roll or other.
Right.
Correct.
It's so. We don't get the names
So we're gonna play a game.
I don't want to play the game. I don't
want to play the game. His name is Ragnar Sky Splitter the Rune Master.
See?
That's great.
Rune Master Trollblood Warlock. That can be his egg roll name.
His egg roll name. This is a really cool dude. I wish I could put him together.
You can put him together in 8 weeks.
In 8 weeks? No, it's too far away. Really cool model.
Yeah, and the sculpt and the details on the models we're super impressed with. On his little belly plate, he's got a whole bunch of
a bunch of runes and stuff on
there.
Yeah.
And they're all bolted in, with big rings.
Get it closer, my camera guy's saying. Can you get it even closer? But very cool. Very, very cool model. This is, when back in Mark II, Jarl came out. And I'm when I played Iron Kingdoms, I was like, I always wanted to be a gun mage. And then there was a gun mage warlock. I'm like, that's awesome. And then the Rune Shapers came out. I wish there was a Rune Shaper warlock.
You got it now.
Now I got one. Yay.
And he's super fun.
Is he?
He's super. I love the new ones.
Can I see his card?
No, you can't see his card. I can't talk too much about what they do, but again, that experience of being able to play a Trollblood battle box against the Legion battle box or whatever, it feels so good. It feels right when you're able to sit it down and you're like, yeah, this makes sense. I got it. Let's go. So it's It's perfect. I'm super excited about it.
So we got the War Beasts.
So we got the War Beasts.
We got the Warlock.
Absolutely.
We got the
more stuff,
token. This box is not empty.
No,
it's
not
about half
even close.
full. So then we have an introductory guide here. And you want to go ahead and explain what all is in here?
So again, you know, battle boxes are supposed to be that entry point for new players. And each battle box will have its own themed intro guide. And the first section of the intro guide is a story. So it gives you a little bit of the history of the faction, tells you a little bit about them, it tells you what to do. But then when you get inside of it, it tells you a little bit more. So it's like, this is the battle box that you just picked up. This is how the troll axer works. And it gives you some ideas about, you know, where do you want to attack them? When's a good time to force them to be able to charge or to buy extra attacks? Same thing with Impellers. You know, how do you knock things down? How do you get that extra range out of them? What's the goal of this? And it teaches you the little tips, very similar to the cards we did for the all-in-ones. And then getting further into the introductory guide, it offers you a way which you cannot. You can show that one off. That's fine.
I can show this?
You can show that. That's good.
Yay!
At the back of the book, there's also a paint guide. Again, you know, going on to this is a hobby experience. Miniature wargaming is a hobby, so we wanted to make sure you can show that one off too if you really wanted to.
There's not much. Not much else there, but. So, we'll get to the secret stuff here in a second. Is the next page secret stuff?
I think you already passed it. And I don't even know how you passed it without looking at it, but we'll get back to it. So at the back of the book, it gives you basics for painting the faction. But in the middle of the book, it tells you how to grow your page. Or how to grow your faction. And it gives you, again, much like the all-in-ones, a couple ideas about different ways.
That's really smart.
Right? So,
that's
again,
really
for
smart.
our retailers out there, this is the sort of thing where if you choose to run a German league, which we give actually away a free journeyman core kit in the launch kits that we're doing. But as a retailer, it's a little more. But as a retailer, you'll have this idea, right? You'll have this outline of if a new player picks up the battle box and they want to participate in that German league and they want to get to, you know, the next point bracket. Here are a couple of steps, and here are 2 different army lists. Again, you know, to build out and to make sure
that's always the common question I had is like, okay, I got the battle box. What next? And then you go this diatribe of back and forth of different strategies you can do and do this and do that, and then that's smart.
Yep. So we really wanted to make sure again for new players, right? So I don't know what to do next. I like this or I like this. Okay, well if you like Giant Stompy War Beast, maybe you consider picking this up, or if you want to try a unit out, consider picking this one up. And again, it's very much to help players as well as retailers kind of get their feet wet and figure out what they need.
Yeah, definitely. So do you want to open up the other box as well? And
no, I want to show you all the good stuff.
So all in this one?
I want to go all through it.
Okay, so in this, we all know what this is. This is a ruler.
Again, we wanted to make sure that you have everything you need to play the game.
Yep, all the tools for point of entry, right?
Yeah.
And then...
This is the next one I want to show.
Is this what I think it is?
It is.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's double-sided.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So again, for new players, we wanted to make sure that when you get home...
How do I make open? Oh, there we go.
It's just a folded map, sir.
I'm not very smart. Okay, we're professional.
We'll show that side off second.
There we go.
No, that's side off
second. All right, this side first.
So, so we want to make sure, again, that, you know, when the new player gets home and they open their battle box, they have everything they need to play. So we've done printed maps. These are laminated material, so, you know, if you need to write anything on them, like, say, with a dry erase marker, it works. But... sorry, it's limited space. So we wanted to make sure that there was also different terrain elements, you know. So we went ahead and printed hills,
you got walls, you got rough terrain.
Yep. So again, it's everything that a player would need. So that if the 2 of us go out and say we each buy a battle box, we now have twice as much footage for our maps.
Sure.
We can now play bigger games. We have now more space. We can get going as soon as we get home. But my favorite thing about the new battle boxes is actually on the other side. If you want to go and flip it over.
You want to do it together?
No, it's okay. I don't want to do it.
Okay, so there's letters and numbers and
more terrain elements.
And more terrain elements.
So you might want to go ahead and pull out the next thing that's in the box.
I think I know where we're going with this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, basic training. Boom!
Each of the battle boxes comes with a basic training manual. And again, the basic training manual is meant for somebody who has never played a war game.
Sure.
At all.
Like a war game. Not just
a miniature war game, but
like
any.
You, like, how do I make a miniature move across a table, don't know 100%. How to play.
So... The labeled side of the map is directly tied to... You can't show off that page. We can go to the first one down.
I'm going.
It's directly tied to...
I can show this one?
Guide. Yep, we can show it. We can show it all.
All right.
And we'll give you a little spoiler for some cards.
Things and stuff.
So again, looking at the introductory guide, we have all the templates you need.
Mm-hmm.
We give you some additional terrain in the wall template just in case you know your caster has one. We also give you...
Paper doll kind of thing.
Paper dolls. Because maybe I just picked up the Troll Blood group.
And you have a friend.
And you have a friend who doesn't know if they want to get into it. You know what? We should make sure that your friend can try the game.
So technically these are kind of 2-player battle boxes, like out of the gate.
Yep, 100% friendly for new players again to get in and to try things out. And you'll notice that we have the ring markers, so you know what the front facing is.
Correct, you got the front facing.
Yep, and then each mission for the basic training goes over.
Show that a little closer there. So yeah, each mission you were saying.
Each mission. So if you flip the page over, gives you one particular aspect of the game itself. So for example, the first one is movement, and it tells you. And you can go to
I understand. Oh,
right,
right. Man, this is smart.
That's
this is
it's
really
real
smart.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
So what you do is the mission tells you how movement. So based on the spots, the A, B, C, D, the 1, the 2, it tells you where to take the paper doll, to take your assembled miniature, to place it down there, and then it walks you through each individual step, holding your hand on how to complete that action.
So it's just like when you get a new video game.
100%
They go
this is the
really
tutorial.
super
Yep.
basic. Press A to jump. Push the stick forward to go forward. So like that's how simple this is.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
So,
that's great.
Mission 1 is how to move. Then we go on to other missions where it's like, this is how to make an attack. This is how to cast a spell. This is what upkeeps do. So if you play through this, and again, you can do this on your own. We made extra paper dolls. We labeled everything. It is very much a learning experience. We teach you how to mark off damage, right? We teach you what different elements of terrain do. And each mission teaches you a core part of the game. So by the time you get to the end of it, you understand how to play Warmachine and Hordes.
Correct.
And you're ready to go.
So it's step by step. Instead of getting this
step.
giant 200-300 page rule book, whatever it is, you just have a step by step on how to do everything.
You have a step by step that's correlated to a numbered and registered guide.
With a dance grid.
With a dance grid that tells you what to do. And again, once you've evolved past this, you flip it over, you have your battle mat, and you're ready to go.
So this is step 1.
So this is step 1.
The side with 1 is step 1.
Well, there's a 2 too, because again, we wanted to make sure that there was an option for showing how to attack things, how to shoot things, how to relay things. So again, utilizing the elements on the map itself to show you where to place those figures. And again, once you finish as a new player, the introductory guide, you flip it over and you're good to go.
Yeah, I like it. That's awesome.
I'm so excited about these new battle boxes.
It's really cool.
It's perfect for new players. It's perfect for new retailers. Maybe retailers who don't even currently stock miniature war games. Like this teaches you how to do demos. Well,
it happens a lot. We have it a lot where we have retailers that want to stock a new miniature line or bring in Warmachine or whatever, and we have to go through those baby steps of you're going to need a table, you're going to need tape measure, and they're like, why do you need a tape measure? So this does eliminate it. Like, I can think of countless conversations I had with new customers in my shop that this would have just kind of like, they could have gone off on their own and done it completely by themselves, and then showed up next week, or with a friend rather, and showed up next week at like a tournament or something.
Well, actually, that's a good point.
Or what have you.
Go back to what you said. You can do this by yourself. You don't need an opponent. For the training guide, it teaches you step by step, and I don't want to say it's like AI run, but it's like you can do this as a 10-year-old. You go home, you figure this out. You have no idea what's going on.
So Mark III has solo play?
No. The training guide has solo play.
Yeah.
But again, it's very much meant for you to figure out and to experience it and to have it, because we wanted to make sure that the game was approachable for everyone.
Sure.
We wanted to eliminate any possible barrier to get into the game itself, and this was one of the big things that we did.
Yeah. Let me just go see what the last thing is. So yeah, I mean, it takes you all the way through every little step that you'd want to cover. Yep. Now, this is...
And again, go back to the last page too, right? Like when we talk about being able to do something like the basic duel, where player 2 sets up, where player 1 sets up. That's why we have the 1 and the 2.
Can I show this?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. See the basic 1, basic 2.
So the last mission in the training is an actual game, right? And again, going back to the paper dolls we made, we created cards for your friends.
Basic cards, yeah.
So that, I mean, it's a generic warcaster and it's a generic war beast, but it gives your friends the idea as well as the idea without having to go out and try and spend out extra money.
Yeah, no, it's great because that's all it takes. And I've always said that with miniature games, is it just the moment you can, the quicker you can get them from buying the box, putting stuff together, and you can the more that you can cut out from all of that and get them playing, the quicker they're going to keep playing, the quicker they're going to keep investing in the game. The quicker they get to that table and they're rolling dice and they're playing games with their friends, which is what this does.
Right, it's the experience.
Yeah.
Right, that's why people choose miniature wargaming. It's the experience that we have sitting across from each other enact in this battle. Yeah. Right? It's not the disconnected video game syndrome where I'm not attached to anybody. There's no emotional investment into who I'm playing against.
It's the power of the demo.
Right. This is us sharing that experience together and be able to do the battles.
This is really cool. So this says Hordes. So this says Hordes on it.
Yeah. So
does that mean does that mean there's a Warmachine one in that box over there?
Now, I have to be honest with you. This other box.
Yeah.
It's a little messy.
It's messy?
It's messy because, I I came to visit you guys, and I wanted to show off all the models.
So
I tried to bring representation of each of the factions. Okay. So it's not as neat and packed as that one. So you have to forgive my messiness on this.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to hold it against you if you put more miniatures in front of me.
That's true. Well, I want you to understand that, this box doesn't actually come with a ret jack or a protector jack or 7 different casters.
Really?
Yeah, just so you know.
So it's not. So this is the box you're leaving with me then.
No,
right?
No,
I'm gonna get him to slip up, and he's gonna say, "Yeah, you can keep it."
But then I wouldn't have it.
Oh, I forgot to put the thingy back in.
That's okay.
I'll put it in a second. But I'll close this up.
So same thing with the Signar box. Super deep.
Nice deep, and you can put the mod easily. You can stand. I mean, that's what 3.5, 4 inches or so.
Again, enough for a heavy jack.
Yeah, easily.
So we've got
maybe not Thunderhead, but
we've got he got resculpted. We've got the Signar Introductory box.
So the Behemoth.
Did you see him? He's super stuffy.
Fantastic.
Right? Yeah. Oh, he's so good. He's like big muscle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the crazy dancing chicken before, but like this is now.
It's kind of intimidating, right?
Behemoth.
Yeah.
Like it's really impressive, and the avatar, and it's like you guys know what you're doing.
Sometimes we're real good at it. Well,
yeah.
Like it's a game, man, right? Like we're all passionate. Everybody in the studio is passionate about our game.
Yeah.
This is what we love. Like some of us moved from the other side of the country to be able to come out and work for Privateer Press because we love this game. We love our community. We love our retailers. And we love our distributors. So when there's something that is maybe 13 years old, like it was good, right? It's still good, but
sure,
man, it's nice, really big and stompy.
It's nice to polish it and put that little shine on it, and just make it so much more awesome. Now that you have the capabilities to do it, go back and make it more awesome. So yeah.
So we have the new caster for Scorn.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
That's awesome. And that's a good plastic for that whip.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say play with the whip, right? Like it's not bendy, it doesn't flop all around. Like it is solid. And again, red Scorn.
Where's the thingy? There's the thingy. Can I put it in? Can I put the thingy in?
You cannot assemble all of my warcasters.
I can't.
I have to get these back on the plane.
I'm not gonna glue them.
I'm just gonna fit you with them.
Oh, I fell out. Oh, I'll get one. I'll get one in there, and then I'll give up and move on.
There's a whole box. It's a box.
I know, but you put a miniature in front of. Oh, I can't.
You don't even play Scorn.
Not yet. At $39.99 a battle box, I might.
True. Again, this is an example of.
I'll put it down. Just keep on talking.
It's good. So I've wanted to bring one of the Time Gladiators again, so you could have a comparison between the current existing gray plastic, the red plastic. It's the same. It's red.
Wow. Yeah, it's still
right. We have the new Circle Warcaster, along with the Gorax.
Yeah. Oh, I was really happy to see the Gorax in the box.
You don't even know what it does yet.
I don't. But I know what it did. I know what it did.
So you have an emotional attachment to what it used to do?
Yeah.
In a game that no longer exists?
Well, of course.
It's super good. It's super fun. I'm very happy we were able to get in there. And again, show off more aspects of Circle too, right? So, we have the Feral side.
Let's see, I don't know if I can show it off that much, and I don't want to open the bag up, because I probably can't open the bag up.
I would appreciate if you didn't. But her cape's really nice too. I really like the cape.
Oh, the stitch, different pieces of cloth and whatnot, yeah. Really cool.
Just the detail that we got out of the plastic, I was super impressed
by. I'll be honest, when I heard it was going to go to a colored plastic, I immediately thought they're going to lose a lot of detail. And that is far from the truth.
Yep, nope.
That is far
same
from
plastic we always used.
Yeah. It's just
with 10 years experience.
Correct. Yeah, it's great. There's no detail lost in it. It's fantastic.
Which is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
We have the new Legion caster and our Legion purple with the bolt thrower.
Very cool. Let's see if I can get it up there.
She brings a lot of differentness to Legion 2, right? Like she's a Legionnaire. That's her background aspect. So her playstyle versus what players may be traditionally used to is very different. So it's super exciting to be able to work and play in that area a little bit more.
Oh, no, the one. Oh, I can take them out. They're Ziplocs. I can take them out and play with them. But he's all in pieces.
Put his little feetsies on.
For a little show.
Again, going back to, we wanted to make sure everything was super easy for a new player.
No, it is. There's no fighting it. There's no, I couldn't get that, but it's tiny and little, and it's not going to stay with glue. But, it slides right in. There's no force. Yep. And again, there's also, there's very little, if any, flash or mold lines at all. It's super minimal. Again, you're eliminating that barrier to the table.
Yep.
which is the
that's
point.
the goal, right? We
Yeah.
want you to have the experience of Warmachine and Hordes. We want you to get
Want
these
them
guys
playing it,
together
not
and
buying
playing
it and sitting on their shelf and whatever, because that doesn't do anybody any good. Sure, they bought it, but they're not out there playing it, and they're not out there advertising in your store. So, yeah, very cool. All right.
We got some cricks.
Yeah, boo. Lots of Banes, man. I've played against a lot of Banes in my life. One would say they're the bane of my existence.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did
I want you to look at this girl's skirt.
I did it.
Her skirt is phenomenal. Doug did an absolutely amazing job on it.
Oh, wow. Doug.
Hamilton.
Oh, okay. Good. Oh, that's
Like,
cool. It's a bunch of
faces.
it's a bunch of skulls and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a female Asphyxius.
Oh, it's so good.
Asphyxius has a girlfriend now.
No, that's not the way this works.
Yeah, Asphyxius
She's
has a
a
girlfriend.
But like
That's really
the amount
cool.
of detail that he was able to get into that, like it really shows off what the material can do, right? And like again, if you look at her weapon, like it's not bendy, right?
No, it's not.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's not bendy, and it also doesn't feel like it's going to snap.
Yep.
So it's that good amount of rigidity and a little bit of flex. So when you're taking it in and out of your case, it's gonna flex a little bit, but it's not gonna snap when you take her out.
And if you look at her little spikes, like the same thing, like it's an absolutely incredible model. It's one of my favorites of the new cast.
That's really good.
Right?
Yeah. That's really good, actually. That is really good. I have to say, I did have a lot of apprehension when it was pre-colored plastic, because notoriously with pre-colored plastics, it's soft and it's malleable, and
Well, yeah, usually
you don't have the good hard rigidness that regular plastics and resins do.
Sure. So there's definitely a mental barrier, right? Because
Sure.
typically you're correct. You see the colored plastic in things like board games.
Sure.
But one of the strengths that board games has going for it is that when you open up your wrist thing, you know who's red, who's yellow, who's blue, and that's why the colored plastic is there. And it's something that hasn't been done in our part of the industry, right?
Yeah.
In the miniature wargame industry, it's not
Because it's always
normal.
been taboo to have it's always that pre-painted plastic taboo.
But again, we
So.
really wanted to make sure that when two people picked up their armies, that they had something that they knew was theirs. That they
Correct.
could assimilate with. So we're very
it's-
happy with.
Correct. It's also even better, like you have two people brand new. Again, it goes back
Yep.
to the brand new player. Is they're not going to get confused in which models are their own on the table
Yep.
or what have you. So now that's Khador Red.
We got some Khador.
Clearly. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting they're all new
All of them. Every
Warlocks
single one.
and Warcasters. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, let me see Sorsha, because she's who was in the battle
No,
box.
this is
And no,
Iron
it's-
Fang. Again, his cape is gorgeous. If you look at we got a bunch of the fur
Oh,
going
that's
on,
cool.
as well as the chain. So like the texture is so good. So good.
Very cool. Yeah. I just want to go get glue. I want to go out to the warehouse, get a knife, get some glue, and just start putting these things together.
Why don't we just do a demo game, right? Teach you all the new rules. No.
Oh, man. What are you doing?
Next visit.
Yeah. Okay. Deal. See, that's Seattle's a long way for a tease, man. Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Got
I'm
Signar
just
next.
gonna keep playing.
Just gonna keep playing with them. All right. So here's our Signar Blue.
Yeah. Very cool. Oh, now we're getting to the actual battle box for the Signar here.
Well, parts of it.
Sure.
I only have so much room for my luggage. I'm sorry.
Very cool.
Again, all
Oh,
new
yeah.
casters.
Yeah, I keep having to be reminded that because I'm so stuck in thinking of what they are, and I don't know what these guys are.
So our painters were
completely
painted them,
brand new.
right? Because again, when we're doing playtests, it's a generic proxy figure.
Sure.
So as soon as our painters started getting them and bringing them upstairs, everybody's like, "Oh, dude, that's what Max looks like. Oh, she's a beast. Look at that sword. This is awesome." So
It is
it's
a
even
beastly
still
sword. Is that
it's
you're
huge,
talking
right?
about? Yeah. Like that is a beastly sword. It's like an elegant. Oh God, I forget their name. Gun.
Because that's what she is. She's a
Yeah.
Storm Knights?
Storm Knights,
Yeah.
things with the
Yeah, with the
I forget those guys. They come around Striker and
Yep.
him. Yeah, that guy.
So no, absolutely. Like again, she's got that heavy armor feel to her, and I love that honestly about our miniatures. Just like the realistic vibe that we get from like these are combat soldiers.
Sure.
She's not
Definitely.
a pushover. She's going to be on the front line. She's going to be swinging that sword. She's going to be striking guys down with her lightning. Like it's phenomenal. Then we get into Protectorate.
Now this is where I started.
This is where you started.
I started with Protectorate. Me and P. Krios go way back, for sure.
Well, he's not on the battle box anymore.
I know he's not in the battle box, but we got this awesome. Oh, he's not in a Ziploc.
That's not the caster. That's a Jack.
Oh, it is. Well, I know he's a big. Well, where is he?
I didn't bring him. We only had one, and he had to get painted so we could get him on the website. And I'm sorry. You said you were excited about trolls.
I am, but I also like guys and books. Anyway, this is really cool. Oh, so one of my favorite models for Behemoth, when it came out, the Castigator, it was like this thing just shows up and it blasts a bunch of steams and kills everything around it. That's fantastic. And he's in the battle box now.
He's in the battle box. Great, yeah. Like go into the detail of it, like the cables are super good. They came out incredibly well.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right?
I see that in there.
The spear is super nice, you know, like it's not bendy, like they're phenomenal.
That's really good. That was really good.
And then we have Rhett. And so my favorite of the new battle box casters is the new Rhett one. And the detail on this model is phenomenal. She's got, you know, her battle armor on. She's got her super awesome staff with all the detail in it, and just the sculpt itself came out phenomenal.
Oh, that's cool. That
right?
The cape or whatever that is really cool looking.
And then we got tons of detail on her staff. Like her pose is heroic. It's action packed.
That's really cool. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of elves all that much, so. But
I love this model.
This is really cool. Like I really like that back cape. Should I show him?
I think you should show him. It's my favorite of the new Warcasters.
No, I really like all these. It looks really, really good.
And like her armor too, like it's armor. She is again, you know, clearly going to battle. She is about to lay waste to your opponent. And I think she came out phenomenal. And Rhett's in white plastic, but yeah.
Yeah, the Retribution white. It's good.
And then, you know, we get into contents. Again, we have our training map.
Mm-hmm. So is it the same mat?
Yep.
As the Hordes one?
And then we just have
the this is different because it's for Warmachine.
Focus and Fury, right? So again, you know, we have paper dolls for you to play against your friends. It has the basic missions, and then it concludes with a duel when you're ready to play. Again, with, you know, generic stats given in case you want to try against a friend.
Very good. That's great having the paper doll stuff in here. Again, it comes back to this is a $39.99 box.
Yep.
So it's $10 cheaper for the battle box.
Yep.
You get a lot more stuff inside. And because of the paper dolls in the training guide, is it the training guide or basic training book, you effectively have a 2-player box.
You have everything you need so you can start playing. And again, we wanted to make sure people get into the game right away and start having that experience.
So when can we get them?
So they will be pre-released at Lock and Load, though they will be limited in terms of availability into how many each player can pick up. And they go on general sale on June 20th. That's good for resellers.
Sure,
right?
Yeah, definitely good. So, yeah, it's great. Good. And I need pre-orders from everybody by next week.
Yes.
Middle of next week, I'll need the pre-orders for all battle boxes,
the card decks,
faction decks,
and the rulebook,
the books, and
tokens come out in July, so you should be okay.
Tokens in July. So, battle boxes for both Hordes and Warmachine, rulebook for Hordes and Warmachine, and faction decks because faction decks. We're going to need a lot of them.
Be a big seller. Again, you know, it's the quintessential item for all your veteran players. Everyone's going to have to pick up. It's important to note, though, and I need to bring this up to you, too, that mercenaries and minions are not included in the core factions. So if you have a player who has mercenaries that they use with their Khador, it's going to be incredibly important for them to pick up both decks. You want to make sure that they can continue to use all their products.
Correct, because in the Mark II decks, and the reason I'm sure this is why you're saying, because the Mark II decks, if you had, you know, Khador, in the back of it, there were also all the cards that you could use as a mercenary. So those are not in the Khador decks anymore. It would be too big anyway.
Well, we have 6 years worth of
releases,
right?
It'd be like that big. It'd be huge.
Yeah.
So good.
Just I want to make sure, you know, I don't want your retailers to get caught without enough of them.
Yeah. No, we won't. So I mean, that's something I remember from Mark II. We're going to have a lot of those because they sell a lot. You're going to sell a lot of the faction decks. You're going to sell a lot of all this stuff. So I mean, it's really impressive. I don't know how I'm going to keep this from going back to Seattle because it has to stay with me, right?
No.
Man. No. You got anything else for us?
No. Thank you very much for inviting me.
That's it? Oh, yeah, more than happy to have you here for sure. I'm very glad that you got a chance to come down and show us off all this really awesome Mark III stuff. And I bet you're like, I can talk about it. I can talk about it.
Oh, like there are times at conventions where like something would slip up. I'm like, it's the start of my turn. I'm gonna power. No, I'm not gonna power up. It's not a rule right now, and it's not a rule for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh
yeah,
man.
I'm excited. I can't wait for players to get this. Can't wait for retailers to get the kits. Like, I'm so excited.
No.
So excited.
I'm excited. As a longtime fan for this game in Privateer Press, and as a distributor, I'm really excited to get this to the store. I mean, the retailers are going to love this. They're going to love these new battle boxes just to get new people into the hobby, and that's the point. It's getting people to the hobby and it's get them playing and having a good time. Because, you know, if Ian was here, he'd always say it's about the experience. It's about the power of the demo. It's getting people to the table and getting them playing. Because if they're playing, they're buying. If they're buying, everyone's winning, right?
Yep, and that's one of the main reasons too. You know, like with the launch kits, we lean so heavy into organized play. Like we want to make sure that a new retailer who is perhaps never carried a line has all the tools they need to give that experience to their players.
Yeah,
because it's all about the experience,
the launch kits are great.
It's good.
Launch kits are really good because they come with the German League kits and stuff like that.
So they come with German League kits. They come with the full Steam launch kit, which is release event exclusive. They'll only be available for the launch of Mark III. They come with tons of cards. They come with tons of the starter sets. They come with a bunch of additional swag for retailers. Like they're great.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, thanks for coming by, bringing me and showing me and all of our viewers this wonderful stuff, this Mark III stuff. And I guess can I take pictures of it too as well?
Absolutely. Go ahead, get them up.
There's going to be a bunch of pictures up on our Facebook page and probably on our website as well. So if you couldn't see all the stuff in the video, we'll definitely have really good photos on our website, Facebook, and all the tagging and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, guys.